Well, hello, everybody. This is Jim Caron, and this is the Halloween show of Jerome Alone, at least for this Wednesday. We will be celebrating Halloween, which seems odd to me because celebrating Halloween, what is that? You know, you celebrate Halloween, you dance around, you ask for candy, now it's over. What is that celebrating? I don't know. It's kind of like the Cinco de Mayo. They just dance around and drink beer, and then it's tomorrow when you have to go to work. Okay. I always feel bad for people got to go to work on a Monday. Come Sunday night, things are pretty dim. You get Sunday night syndrome. A basic malaise or depression. That makes you realize, you know, you're a corporate slave of some type. I did my time. Got some new microphones today. So I like these new microphones. They look real cool. They're supposed to be better. You can hear what I'm saying. So lately, I've had a very exciting life. Since I was here last, you know, I've been having this kind of a thing going over at my house. Good time. Ended up, I had to throw everybody out. And I kept thinking, you know, now that everybody's thrown out, I kind of miss them. But you got to draw the line somewhere. You know, I met this girl, very young girl, very nice girl, very tall, thin. And I kind of have to thank my friend Matt Gleason and Cherie Rose for that 100 Reasons show, because I got this postcard in my kitchen of the show, from the show. And that picture is like a woman's butt with a leather gloved hand grabbing one of the buns, and there's hot wax stripped on it. Pretty cool picture, really. So one night, this guy rents a room for me, comes home with these two young chicks. I guess they got bored with him. I was sitting in the kitchen, minding my own business. In comes Coco, sees this postcard of the butt with the leather hand, immediately decides she needs to prove that her butt is better. So off come those yoga pants, right there, just like that, like magic. She needs some pictures taken of that stuff, so I'm going to help out. So here I am in the kitchen, taking pictures of this girl's butt that I just met because of this postcard. You know, I can't think of a better reason to have one of those magnet things on your refrigerator. Really. Now, she's a lot of fun, as you can well guess. So time goes on, and she decides, well, you know, let's stay for a while. Okay. But she's got this friend. Weird friend. Wants me to call her Babette. Now, you know, sometimes you can tell people what they are by their feet. Sometimes you can't. Now, Now, women's feet, I don't want to sound prejudiced or nothing, can be a big matter. I mean, sure, if you're a pretty girl, I remember having a couple of girlfriends, they're real beautiful until they take off their shoes. And you're thinking, oh my God, it looks like Rodin was your mother, and you got her feet. There's nothing worse. You're looking down these legs, and you go, oh, look at there, oh, ah! You know who has bad feet? Hey, it's a big secret, too. Beyonce has bad feet. How do I know? I've seen them. So have you probably, but you didn't know it. I remember being totally shocked by it. There's that Goldmember movie. She played that spy with the afro, real cute. Well, there's one little scene in there where she's in outer space and she's got this wetsuit on. And Mini-Me starts humping on her leg, and they start with a shot of her head. And she looks down, and it panned down, and just for 0.2 of a second, you see Beyonce's foot. It looks like a Godzilla claw. So you tell me, when is the last time you saw Beyonce's feet? Okay, it's kind of one of those things like Donald Trump's taxes. You ain't gonna release that stuff. It's not in your best interest. So you're dancing around, she got that pretty booty, the nice boobies and the hair. How does a black girl get all that hair? I don't know. Just don't take off your shoes, sweetie. Well, anyway, back to the kitchen where I'm at with these two girls, visiting. Now, Coco is nice. Tall, thin girl with a lot of tattoos. Very liberal. But her friend is this short little thing. She wears a wig. Not like a wig to make yourself look good, but one of those cartoon character wigs. Now, I'm not one to deny people their fantasies. Got a few of my own. But it's just the wig, there's no other thing to go along with it. Now, she's wearing his t-shirt, and she pulls his t-shirt off, being careful not to mess up a wig. Now, she got no bra on, and those boobs start flying around. Like a lumberjack swinging an axe. There's boobs, like boobs, oh my God. Under a man's t-shirt that looks like it's been washed 10,000 times. So it looks like two midgets wrestling under there with the wig, the coat, some Levi's and ugly feet. What is that? Now, I'll be honest, like, the feet thing can really be tragic. I remember mentioning this one time to a girlfriend of mine that I was going with, a lawyer lady friend. She said every time she went to yoga class after that, all she saw was the ugly feet. She couldn't think of anything else. So if you're a lady with beautiful feet, you've been blessed. Believe me. You know what I'm talking about. You got a few girlfriends there that look like they got some Rodin genes or Godzilla genes in their blood there. It's in their feet. You know, sometimes like you'd be having sex with a girl like this, and you had to make sure you never thought about her feet. It's like, don't think about the feet. It ruined everything. Don't look down. Don't look down. So I'm in the kitchen again. Coco's one that likes to dance around, make these moves, you know, her moves. I am not one to deny somebody the parameters for expressing themselves, especially when you're in the kitchen at my house. The kitchen has very wide parameters for behavior. My kitchen does. It's where we cook. Wow, Coco's friend doesn't like that. She's not the center of attention anymore. So the fight ensues. So I end up having to throw him out. Don't come back. Can't buy into this stuff. I know crazy pretty well. Gotta draw the line. If she comes back, fine. If she doesn't, fine. She brings a lot of crazy people with her, but she's a good time. It's just one of those things like, yeah, you want to go into the jungle and play with the tigers? You better take your tiger tamer hat and your chair and your whip and your tiger tamer shoes in case you got to turn and run for it. I notice it every time I have to throw out one of these ladies, they conveniently leave something so they have to come back. I'm always afraid somebody's going to look in my drawer. It's got more women underwear in there than mine. And I don't wear it. If somebody said, oh, you know what? This is how they claim this thing. I'll leave my underwear here so the next lady will know, oh, who's this? Well, you're more likely to get busted with the cigarette in the ashtray than anything else. Well, it's like, oh, who's been smoking your weed over here, Jim? Who is here? Your grandmother. The mailman. Comes in and he gets high every now and then. So I don't know if I'll see Coco again. We go to karaoke sometimes. I love it when somebody's a really terrible singer and they don't care. Especially when they got the dance moves too. The worse they are, the better. It's worth $1. They got this karaoke machine down there. And one of these bars, little bars on Beach Boulevard. $1 a song. We'd go down there. Now I ain't going down there anymore in case the thing with the wig and the lumberjack boobs. Those things look dangerous. She had some really good, weird, interesting things to say there when they were yelling, you know. And she was yelling at me. Like, some people like will say what their therapist said, I guess. I've never been to a therapist. But you can tell that they've been there. You know, this is not as important as the relationship between us. What? I'm serious. I don't even know you. I smell a tweaker. They have a reason for everything. I love it. You know, like girls do too. You'll say something and they have all these reasons and these explanations why you don't understand what they're talking about. You just don't understand. It's beyond your scope. It's beyond your scope. This is somebody in a wig. I always like going along for the ride, see where it's going to go. Kind of like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. They say, oh, this one's a real nut. Let's see what they go. Don't worry, I checked my own feet. They're cool. No Godzilla toes in my family. Well, my sister Leslie. Yeah, Godzilla toes. Sorry, but just from those high heels she used to wear. She came out of the blue again, my sister Leslie. Wanted to come over and visit me. My other sister says, what, are you insane? This drum keeps walking over. I wants to kiss this drum. They're friends. So I said, no, I don't want to alienate any family. Let her come over. I know she's all like religious stout. Let her come over and spew. That visit didn't last a half hour. I threw her out. I threw a lot of people out. I'm thinking, oh, Jim, are you being a dick? No. I double checked. She has a lot of self-propriety. I know when to shut her off. It's the same trick she uses to bring her other male friends under her command. They fall for it too. So I always remind her of that. Oh, I know your tricks, Leslie. Well, if you were a gentleman, you would do this and you would do that. Oh, the Queen of Sin is going to tell me what a gentleman is. When you've got King of Losers under your belt over there. You know, when you're a pretty girl, you get a lot more opportunity to make mistakes than an ugly one. You know, the men come like flies, every kind, and you can't tell what they've got. They'll tell you anything. So it's up to you, as a smart woman, to pick one that's in your best interest. I think the days of being a Mrs. Somebody is over, I hope. I mean, if he doesn't bring anything to the table, who cares? It's up to you. Having 4 sisters, I've seen the gambit. One has the patience of a saint, though. I swear, I never thought that sister would find somebody that could deal with her. Well, she got lucky. Oh, that's right. I should say, my friend Matt has a show tonight on astrology at midnight, 3 a.m. for you people on the East Coast. You ever have anybody get down on you about your consumables? That's an issue for me. I was going through that here with Coco. She's crazy. One night we was driving down Westminster Boulevard back from the art store. She got this megaphone. She's in the driver's seat. No, I'm in the driver's seat. She's in the passenger seat. She's got this megaphone yelling out the window to people, "Eat right for your blood type." Eat right for your blood type. And people are looking, they're going, "Hey, it is a crazy one for you." That's what happens when you get too many tattoos. So she'd always be telling me that too. It's like, man, don't mess with my consumables. Like there's some people, if they drink a lot, you shouldn't tell them they drink a lot. They get mad at you. Hey, you're drinking a lot there. Thanks, Dad. You know how those alcoholic ladies are? Oh, they're ornery. Thanks, Dad. I know, I used to go with this lady, Heidi. She drank a lot. Smoked a lot, too. You go over to a place, the ceiling was friggin' yellow. Ugh. She crashed her BMW into a building on 7th Street once. Drunk as a skunk. They made her pay for the hole in the wall. The side of an apartment building. And she was an ornery little toad. Tall, skinny redhead. She was over at my house one time raising hell. Neighbors called the police on her. She went and hid out in my backyard in the dark. Cops couldn't find her. So they were reconnoitering out in the front of the house. She finally comes out, strutting out, and spits on the ground right in front of them. They were mad. We couldn't find you back there. Don't ever underestimate a woman. They let her go. She was really crazy. But I kind of like girls like that. I really want to thank God for girls like that. That's what I mean. I mean, what other kind of girl would come into your kitchen and pull down her pants right there, just because of a postcard on your refrigerator? I could have never predicted that when I got up that morning. That's how it happens, don't forget. hear about just the bad things. So good things should happen. I always think that. Hey, God, why did you have that happen? I could have won the lottery. Pick that next time, okay? I think you have to ask. I'm checking my tickets when I get home. I can't think of anything I'd do with the money other than I'm doing now. I think probably we'd use it when I get older. Get one of those Darth Vader operations when I'm just a head. Like I'm 200 years old, I'll just be a head. I was reading somewhere the other day that we're all supposed to be able to live forever by 2029. I'm thinking, well, you know what? I noticed that as I've gotten older, my parameters for dating have widened. Wow, if I live forever, that's a pretty large scope. I could be 532. If I was dating a 100-year-old lady, oh boy, it's scandalous, scandalous, I tell you. But you're 3 centuries older than her. She's the wrong blood type. It's always gauche when you laugh at your own jokes, don't you think so? But I always do. Hell, I wake up in the middle of the night laughing at my own jokes. That's really hard to go back to sleep, too. It's like, damn, that was funny. So what are you going to be for Halloween? I'm dressed up as me. I always hand out candy. There's a lot of kids come to my house. I like it. Except I think those guys make the Jolly Ranchers. They rip me off every year. And I always forget to buy early. Crap. But it's worth it for the children. For the children, yes. Besides, if you give away hard candy, nobody can say you did anything weird. Everybody loves Jolly Ranchers, even the parents. I had a good time tonight, folks. Gonna kind of wrap it up here. So when you're driving your car, think of me. Think Jim is sitting around right now probably having a good time. Think that for me. Happy Halloween. I hear surf music. Surf music bringing in the Godzilla feet. It's coming onto the beach now. Somewhere around Santa Monica, El Segundo. Probably headed for the cafeteria at LAX. Yeah, Godzilla heard the tuna surprise over there is very good this week. Gonna get an extra helping. Feed his children. The Godzilla children. Ocean creatures. Yeah, Godzilla is an ocean creature. I'm pretty sure he's pretty happy with that Fukushima thing. think Jimi Hendrix is looking down on me right now? You think he is? Jimmy. Look at me, Jimmy. See me, Jimmy. Think Beethoven sees me right now? I know he can't hear me. Hey, Beatty baby, can you hear me? Did they give you your hearing back in heaven? I guess people don't believe in ghosts. And if they do, they act like they discovered something. I was reading about something today about like these guys, they discovered a lost civilization in Italy or somewhere. As if the civilization couldn't find its way home. I always think that, oh, they got lost, a lost civilization. Why, they lose it under the couch or where? It's like ghosts. Oh, there's aliens too. Yeah, well, they've been there the whole time. Did you just discover them? The one on the right, his name is Ralph. He steals your shoes at night. Walks around like you do, makes fun of the way you walk. You should see it. It's really hilarious. You don't think aliens got a sense of humor? You're wrong. You should see one in a set of pumps. Making fun of your mother. Or your grandmother, how she walks in her pumps. With her Godzilla feet. They know about that. They actually have those things on their planet. But they use them for transportation. Everybody rides on their back. It's the Godzilla Express. It's self-driving. Like the new cars and the trucks. They're all self-driving. Except for Orange County. I can't wait till they try that there. They're going to say, you know, it's the Bermuda Triangle of self-driving cars, is Orange County. This car's going to go down there. They're never going to come back. They're never going to find him. Or they'll find him in a ditch off the 71 like they do bodies. It's hard enough with humans. I had one guy, he's like, hey, you speak English? No, GPS only. Okay, right, okay. That's why we're lost. Guy across the street from me died. House is sitting over there empty. Guy was a millionaire. Won the lottery in the early 90s. I think I said something about it before. Now that he's gone, there's nobody in there. It's real spooky. It's like a whole treasure trove of stuff in there. I know there's like at least two 56 Chevys, a 72 Vet, whole collections of matchbook cars that he was obsessed with. Just sitting in there. Empty space in the garage, no sound. Dust collecting. No human attached to it now. Nobody comes over that house. Nope. No reason for anybody to come to that house. Big house, too. Got him one of those American flags out there. And a political sign. Guy ain't even alive. He's not gonna vote for anything. But I would always hate it when he would hang the flag at half-staff for some reason. Lost his watch. He'd hang it upside down sometimes, too. Never was in the service. I don't know why he would do such a thing. Afraid of losing his money. Ain't gonna do him any good now. Keep waiting for him to come over and start slicing that stuff up, dragging it out of there. That'll be the day. I want to see that. They're going to say, oh, look at this. We didn't know the old man had this. Believe me, that's always a big shock. Your parents go and you start emptying out their house and you see some of the stuff they had in their drawers. Uh-oh. I don't care who you are. You're going to have a surprise. Like one of those things you read on the internet. 15 things that people found in their parents' drawers. Yeah, gross. So we'll see if Coco can disassociate herself from the Godzilla-footed, wig-wearing, yelling, screaming, psychotic friend of hers. There was another one she brought over too. Ended up in the psych ward. Oh yeah, I need that over here, Coco. Thank you very much. Well, can she stay on the couch? No, she can stay on the roof. With the other nuts. Well, that's not very funny. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is too funny. I laugh at my own jokes. I already said that. It's amazing what the cat can drag in. So I've just been playing it safe in my house. I haven't been going too much anywhere. Took the bus today. The bus driver gave me a dirty look. Dirty look. I almost called him out on it. In days of old, I would have. What you looking at there, you? What's that look for? Don't you look at me that way, and then you're in it. You know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes you just got to. You got to say, hey, you. What's that look for? You want some? Here it is. Don't look at me that way ever. And you're thinking, you know what? I'm psychotic. But I know I scared the shit out of me. Just because I was psychotic, not because I'm a big bully. I mean, I'm little. But you give them that crazy look, and you start going off, and they go, yeah, okay. It's cool.
You know when they say that there's like, oh, it's cool, man, it's cool. Okay. Guess I made my point. My old man would always tell me, you got to give a guy a way out. Just make sure that way out is to your advantage. But you always give somebody a way out. You don't just corner them and smash them down. Like no quarter kind of thing. You should be smart enough to know how to use that to your advantage. And sure say, here's your way out. Just go this way. Take this with you, would you please? Hand it to the man at the door. I've had a pretty trouble-free life lately. No police. No police have come to my door for a long time. Well, that's not true. I was having some trouble with this guy around the corner. Owns this truck. Thinks he's a badass. Every time he'd come by the house, he'd rev up his engine. And the reason he was is because I was walking down the street one day and he was tailgating somebody. I just gave him a look. That's all it took. He's one of those guys. So every time he goes by my house, he revs up the engine. He's got one of these diesel trucks with a turbocharger on it. Noisy as hell. Totally useless. He has to go around a corner at 2 miles an hour or he'll tip over. It's that much. It's that high. Well, he just didn't seem to get the message. And he kept messing with me. So I left him a message. I didn't say it was from anything else like, but it was on his truck. It took me forever to think up of something good. I can't say what it is. It's a secret. But it was so creative. Poor woman cop comes to my door, and a guy renting a room for me wakes me up. He goes, I think there's a cop at your door. Now, this woman did not want to deal with this. She walked real soft, she knocked. And then she went away. I knew what it was. Every time the guy goes by my house now, nothing. And he doesn't tailgate people. But that doesn't help with the guy across the street. I got this neighbor. I'm serious. Yesterday, I'm in the front window. I'm sitting there and I'm looking. Here comes Tommy. Now, he was directly across the street from me. I don't know what's wrong with him. Something's wrong with him. Every time he comes home, he forgets where he lives. He forgets where he lives. You don't want to know why I know? Because he comes down the street, drives halfway past his house, realizes that he's driven halfway past his house. Instead of looking behind him, just puts it in reverse and backs up. Starts backing up. Beep, beep, other cars coming down the street. Pulls into his driveway. Nice going, Tommy. He's got this wretched dog. Yeah, I think I've told you about it. Goes out in the street all the time. People stop to help it and it bites him. Wretched little thing. I'd like to buy him a cruise ship ticket one way to the Bermuda Triangle. Him and the dog. I mean, how can you forget where you live after you've been there for a year? Okay. I don't want to know. I just know it's like living next to an asteroid that could explode any minute. Luckily, I don't drive. I know one day he may run me over, though. It's been nice, folks. We're coming to the end of the show. Thanks for watching. I hope it was entertaining. It's like my updated diary. Wish me the best. Next time it'll be turkey dinner time or something. The next time we do this, it'll be like Thanksgiving time, and then into Christmas. Everybody's gonna want to throw up because it's the holidays. Everybody will be angry, and I will bring you joy. Last Wednesday of the month at 9 p.m. Jerome alone. I will not be wearing a spacesuit. I will not be broadcasting from space. I will not be broadcasting from a mountaintop. I will not be broadcasting from the bar at Chewy's. I will not be broadcasting from the table of the faux restaurant over there, 24-hour corner in Westminster. I will not be broadcasting from the Boba Loca. More likely to be broadcasting from my living room. Yeah, broadcasting. Tune in. I'm going to be in outer space floating over your house pretty soon. Look for me. If you like me, make something for me to eat. But I will not mow your lawn, do your dishes, but I won't make a mess either. Just gonna fly over. It's a nice night out tonight, so I'll be flying. The Taco Express. Late night tacos. I can smell the cilantro. Can you? Fields of fresh cilantro. They don't have pink cilantro, do they? So if you looked in your dish and your cilantro was pink, what would you do? Would you scream? Would you scream for pink cilantro? And you look down, and your dinner date has Godzilla feet. Perhaps her mother was exposed to radiation, and that's why it is pink cilantro and Godzilla feet. Pink cilantro and Godzilla feet. I think that's a ceremony on Bali. Oh, it's one of those 10-cent shows at the freak show. Pink cilantro does Godzilla feet. Coming up next, Bad Chihuahua. And the next band after that, we give you Dirty Dishes. I'm going to be in Garden Grove for the next month, hovering in my plane of existence. Please do come visit me. I welcome the public. I welcome aliens from outer space. Try to spare me on the female demons, please. Well, I got plenty of those. man. That is psychedelic. Psychedelic. Freakadelic. Oh, it's tumbling. Look at all that. Oh, man, that is just freaky. Oh, man. I love it. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Yeah, look at that. It's a technical marvel. It portrays the energy within me. Look at all that. Yeah, man, I can dig it. Because I got soul power. And I'm super bad. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Is that the end, Nolan?
World come through early in the morning. What I saw said, it's my time, I'm going. He said,